Are jury deliberations ever recorded and made public? Do you want to know the answer to that question? Come join me for a moment as I share with you some great information. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury attorney practicing law here in the state of New York. The answer is no and no. Jury deliberations are never made public. They are never recorded. Now, why is that? It's because the jury system provides to have deliberations done by a jury in the community. Now, their deliberations are secret. The discussions that go on in reaching a verdict and reaching a decision about who is more likely right than wrong takes place behind closed doors. The judge is not privy to it. The attorneys are not privy to it. The litigants are not privy to the actual discussions that go on. The only thing we learn about is the actual verdict, the conclusions that the jury actually reaches at the very end of their deliberations. Those discussions that lead up to the conclusions are never recorded. They're never videotaped. They're never transcribed. It simply doesn't happen. So the only way we know what actually occurred during the course of deliberations is simply by the conclusions, by the jury's verdict. Now, obviously, one of the key insights that attorneys like to do after a verdict has been rendered, regardless of whether the attorney wins or loses, is to try and talk to the jury after the verdict has been given. Now, why do we do that? We do that to try and gain an insight into what was going on in the minds of the jurors. What questions did the jurors have? What issues arose during the course of deliberations? Who said what? Because during the course of trial, we don't have an opportunity to actually speak with the jurors. We can only talk to them through our witnesses, through the testimony, but we never ever have an exchange of, say, what did you think of that witness? What did you think of that testimony? So now at the end of the case, the judge tells the jury, ladies and gentlemen, you're free to go, but I know that some of the attorneys would like to chat with you, and if you are willing, simply stick around. They'll be happy to talk to you, find out what it is that you did, what you thought about the different witnesses and about the case itself. So that's one of the key things that we try and do, because we are not in the jury deliberation room and we have no access to what goes on during the course of their discussions prior to them reaching a verdict. So why do I share this great information with you? I share it with you just to give you a different perspective, a different insight about what goes on in these civil lawsuits involving an accident matter, a medical malpractice matter, or even a wrongful death matter here in New York. I realize you've got questions or concerns about your own particular matter. Well, if your matter did happen here in New York and you're contemplating bringing a lawsuit and you've got legal questions, what I encourage you to do is pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your legal questions. This is something I do every single day, and I'd love to talk to you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at oginski-law.com. That's it for today's video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a fantastic day.